about the roster? It says, what are you really, 6 what, 200 what?
6'1", 6'2", 250 for sure.
250?
Yes, sir. I'm 250.
Really? So is that the most you've weighed in your college football career?
That's the most I've weighed ever. Cause,
Yeah.
you got to think I played quarterback, so I couldn't ever be that heavy. And then I got close to that at Georgia State. I was like 247, I think, but
yeah.
I mean that was during weightlifting. That was because I ate good the night before. But having a consistent 250 on me, like I've been up to 253.
So are you surprised that you're weighing what you're weighing?
No, I'm not. I actually want to get a tad bit stronger, a tad bit more solid during camp.
Yeah.
So that's going to come with a little consistency in my eating and making sure I'm staying hydrated. And, that's a big part of why I appreciate Coach Wiley and Rachel and staff.
So you are, okay, so you're coming from where you came from, Georgia, right? So this is considered the really high level D1, and so that's exciting, right? So what are you looking forward to this season in terms of playing in stadiums that you've probably seen on television? Is there Notre Dame, Oregon?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing, they're all great teams, great people, I'm sure, but I'm not really concerned about any of those teams right now. Right now, my biggest thing is just being consistent. And when it comes to that, what you said, I think
the atmosphere is what I'm saying.
Yeah, the atmosphere.
Playing in those type of stadiums.
Yeah, the atmosphere. I think playing in those type of stadiums to me is just all about proving myself right. I mean, I'm excited. I know what I can do. I mean, I know how dangerous I can be. I know what I'm capable of. So for me, it's not even to show the world. For me, it's just continue to show myself.
You're able to focus in, tunnel it.
And I have an audience of one. So when it comes to in that atmosphere, trying to prove people right, I mean, I'm all about proving myself right and God right at the end of the day. So.
What brought you to USC?
I mean, what even brought USC up was God for sure. I'd never even expected USC to come out with it. But what brought me to USC was a combination of Coach Riley and his vision, and then Rachel and her vision, but also Coach Riley and his vision as well for the program and for the development and how he sees things going. And he's a champion. He wants to win championships, and I want nothing less.
What have you experienced here that led you to believe you made the right choice?
I mean, me growing, me getting bigger, me getting faster, me getting stronger, me becoming smarter football player, and also me, feeling like I'm ready for the moment. I feel like if you're coming up on fall camp and you don't feel like you're quite ready, you feel like you're either in the wrong spot or you have the wrong mindset. So, and they preached us so much about stuff I was taught since I was 5, and I don't think that's no accident. I think if you're taught the right things growing up by two wonderful parents who know the right thing, and then you go through trials and tribulations throughout your college career, and then boom, all of a sudden you end up in a school that just matches all of your goals, all of your teachings. I didn't ignore that, and that was another thing that brought me here, because I mean I'm on the visit and I'm like, wow, they sound a lot like my parents. You don't get that too many places. So.
I was just back in Georgia at Buford High School, and there was a coach there that brought one of his players out for an official visit. So I asked the coach what his impression was of USC, and the first word out of his mouth was elite. Why do you think somebody like that, who got an intimate look at this football program, would make a comment like that?
I mean, proof is in the pudding. I mean, you have a Heisman Trophy winner coming back. Even though he had no choice, he wasn't eligible for the draft, but it's just the fact that he won the Heisman. And then, like, even aside from USC, it's in Coach Riley's DNA. I mean, let's think about how many Heisman Trophy winners he has. Like, that's no accident. He was a part of college football playoffs, I think, maybe once, maybe twice, I can't remember. But 3 times? Wow, I didn't know that. How long has it been out? Like, how long has college football playoffs been out?
Well, there's been various versions of it.
Oh, gotcha. But yeah, no. I mean, anybody that has been inside these walls and been around Coach Riley or Coach Wiley, they understand elite when they see it. Because I mean, you don't have the number of championships, the number of Heisman on the wall. It's not a big set.
Coach Riley at Pac-12 Media Day talked about the responsibility of West Coast football. Obviously, you grew up Southeast.
Right.
What is the difference between West Coast football and football at Tennessee or Vanderbilt and Georgia State?
I mean, high-level football is high-level football. I think it comes in different forms, whether, USC or the Pac-12 is known for throwing the ball more, whether it's Tennessee, with the exception of this past year. They threw it a ton, but with the exception of this past year, I mean, they were really known for ground which is, I mean, I think, and what's funny about it, people knock the Pac-12 because of how much they pass and how soft they are. But it's funny how Tennessee had so much success last year, and they stole that style in a way. So I think that a lot of coaches or a lot of programs are moving into that trend. So I mean, I don't think it's too much of a difference, in the direction we're going now. But I mean, if you ask anybody else, they'll probably say, well, the Southeast is more physical than the West Coast. But I think they're all, if it's elite, it's elite.
No, I agree. Is it coming back to a school like USC? You went from Vanderbilt to Georgia State. You talk about proving something to yourself. Is it proving that you belong at this elite level, playing Division I?
Absolutely. I mean, I know I belong, but it's more than just that. It's proving that I can be stripped of everything I wanted and go get it back in another area. At Vanderbilt, I was given the opportunity seemingly. I did well in the spring game, and then after that, things took place where I wanted to be switched in. So that stripped away my ability to be able to play quarterback at that level. And even before then, I got hurt in high school, which stripped my ability with other offers and stuff like that. I had all my offers wiped away when I tore my ACL. I had to regain it back with Vanderbilt. I leave Vanderbilt, I go to Georgia State. I had it stripped in, with supposedly losing the quarterback battle, and then I was stripped of playing quarterback. They wanted me to switch. And the funny story is, Coach Elliott, he's still my guy, head coach at Georgia State. And he wanted me to play on offense. I think it was like tight end or running back maybe. And I wanted to play defense. So I had to start all over again. And so the biggest thing that if I had to prove to anybody would be, I mean, you can take it all from me right now, and I'm gonna find another way to get it back. And I think that's why I'll always be successful.
What do you see as a successful season this year for you?
Winning a championship.
What do you have to do to get to the point?
Take it game by game. Really take it practice by practice. Dominate fall camp first. And then, when San Jose State gets here, obviously we handle business, and then we move on from them and keep the ball rolling.
When you got out here to USC, who were some of the first players that approached you and kind of took you under their wing?
Keon Bars. Me and him been pretty close. He's from out here pretty close. I mean, he's from Marietta, so him. Obviously Caleb. He's a wonderful leader. He's somebody I've connected close with. I think just because I used to play quarterback, so I kind of enjoy him talking about the quarterback, and obviously he's the best at it. One of the best college quarterbacks ever, and I think he'll be one of the best ever for sure. So just being able to pick his brain, even though I'll never play quarterback a day in my life again, but just being able to see, how he does things at such an elite level, I think is pretty cool. And just a couple other defensive guys, but I mean, I'm really pretty close with a lot of guys, especially the guys that's from here. So.
You said you probably won't ever play quarterback again, but I did see you say you might want to play Wildcat every now and then.
Yeah, I had to throw a little shot at Coach Riley. Hopefully he lets me get it in the game or so. If he does, I won't disappoint for sure.
Keon said you guys like going to Fixins. Is that your spot?
That's my spot. Yeah, I like literally. What's the day? Thursday. In the past week, I went to Fixins at least 4 times.
It's good.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I'm from the South, so just being out here, like, sweet tea isn't a thing, and I didn't know that when I got here. Like, they call it iced tea. So when they asked me that I want iced tea my first day out here, I was like, yeah, I'll take it. So then I drank it. I'm like, what?
Where's the sugar?
Yeah, it's no so it's definitely different. So Fixins just kind of takes me back home a little bit. It makes me more comfortable, and it lets me know, like, I mean, people may think it's funny, but it lets me know, like, okay, I'm still good. Still got selling food somewhere, right?
How often do you like to step out of your comfort zone?
A lot. I mean, I think the more you step out of your comfort zone, the more you'll be successful. I don't know if you meant with football or just in general, but with football, I mean, all the time. And to be honest, I think now that I'm talking, I'm thinking of other reasons. But I think that's one of the reasons I came here. I knew Coach Wiley demands a lot. Coach Riley demands a lot. And I just know when you demand a lot like that, brings somebody out of their comfort zone. The strong will survive. The more you ask somebody to step outside their comfort zone, either they'll break or they'll keep going.
Anything off the field you did to step outside your comfort zone this summer?
Iced tea.
Yeah, that iced tea for sure.
Besides
Try new food spots. I mean, my brother's a vegan, so I've eaten a lot of good vegan spots down here. A place called My 2 Cents, Fat Sal's, a couple it's one vegan food truck, but mean, other than that, I mean, I went to the beach. That don't really take me out of my comfort zone. It's just something new, though. I've never been to
How
the
do you
beach.
like the beaches here?
How do I like the beaches?
Yeah.
I love it. I mean, it's cool. It's a nice vibe. I mean, I went with my teammate. You know, they did a team event at the beach one day, but I went with my brother another one, and then with one of my teammates again. So it's pretty cool.
So
Do one more?
let me ask you this serious question. It's 90 degrees out here. Do you miss the humidity back in the south? They're 90 degrees.
Oh no, I don't miss it at all. Because I'll say it's not the same humidity, but it feels the same low key.
Yeah.
But I mean, no, Georgia and Bama humidity. I mean, they can have that. I'm
That's
good
killer.
over here. Yeah, I'm good over here.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Jamil.
Jamil.
Thank you.